morning, world!
No, put your pants back on.
Oh, there we go. Is that better? Do you feel more comfortable around me now?
I still feel comfortable.
So, Josh, last week we, that guy wandered across our fields and he gave us this map for us. Well, I mean, we had to buy it. It wasn't exactly cheap either.
Yeah, no, that was pretty much all of our money.
But it's got inscribed on it, Underground Bastion. And
do you think he made it up?
I mean, it's very possible, but if it has any semblance of treasures, it certainly piques my interest.
Well, we need our money back, right?
Josh is correct. We need our money back. That was quite literally our life savings. We just handed this man in return for this piece of paper with no directions either. It's just a piece of paper with a bit of a marking somewhere that we think is north. Whatever direction, we knew it was far, so we'd need some travel rations. We headed to the chicken coops.
What do the chickens get out of this?
The sweet release of death. I'll do a bit of a narration of all of the new buildings we've got.
Yes, I'm sure you noticed there was quite a few new buildings around the Spruce Hamlet. Escape to a tranquil retreat by the lake in this picturesque home. The interior boasts a stunning kitchen, perfect for culinary enthusiasts. Experience the serenity and beauty of lakeside living in the Spruce Hamlet. And alongside this new house, you can discover the charm of communal living with this cozy house featuring 6 inviting beds and a balcony offering scenic views. Perfect for a close-knit group seeking a peaceful retreat, this home provides a warm and welcoming atmosphere. Enjoy the beauty of nature from the comfort of your own balcony, making every moment truly special. Experience the joy of shared moments in this delightful communal house. Now, let's check back in with our beautiful 2 little boys and see how they're going in the chicken coop.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Take it.
Alright, well, I'm going to go make some yummy, delicious, scrumptious meals for the road.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you going to make, some arrows?
I'm going to eat those yummy, delicious, scrumptious meals.
Oh, before we leave. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
For someone who doesn't have a stomach, Josh surely has an appetite. I don't know where he puts this food. I've seen him eat, it just sort of falls out his ribcage. It doesn't matter, the man's got to eat, and so do I. Josh made his way to the Tinker workshop while I went back to the house to start making this food. Surely enough though, Josh could smell the chicken roasting in the house, so he came by to just watch, I think. But that's fine, I could use the company. Josh is like a little dog. If you have some food, he'll follow you around and get right in the way when I'm trying to move around the kitchen.
Josh, out of the kitchen, buddy.
We spent the night cooking. As we watched the sun rise over the ocean, we were mentally preparing ourselves for what would be a long journey ahead, gathering last-minute supplies, making sure our camera had film, and I even made my way up to the fresh produce in order to get some little tasty snacks for the road, like maybe a pocket full of iceberg lettuce. Josh would like that, but that's when tragedy struck.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god.
What is happening?
Josh came up to greet me, only to see a wildfire spreading through the spruce forests alongside the hamlet. What could have caused this? Possibly a lightning strike from the night before? Or maybe arson? Maybe one of our villagers is seeking a life of crime, lighting things on fire and possibly even engaging in theft. Regardless, there was not much Josh and I could do. We had to wait for it to take its course. Luckily, it didn't take too much of the forest with it.
Good thing you spotted that. We would have come
I'm
home
surprised you didn't.
Alright,
Wow. Run the hole.
that was a close one.
Would you like a grape?
I would love a grape. Thank you.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers, big ears.
Ah!
With the forest fire taken care of, our food and provisions packed, it was time to head off. Northwest is the direction we're heading. We're not sure how long we'll be on foot, but Josh and I were excited to embark on a new adventure, experience new wonders in the world around us. And of course, most importantly, we wanted to make some memories along the way.
Alright,
There you go.
thanks.
After 2 days and a cheesy travel sequence, we arrived at our destination. A temperate taiga biome is where this map led us, and it's time to take a look around.
Shall we take a look around, see if we can see any sort of cave system?
See.
It was a cool morning, but there was still the odd spider or two lurking around.
Still.
Hang on, Josh, I'm feeling a bit of an updraft. Yeah, look, here. Do you feel the wind coming
There's a
through?
bit of a gap.
It's sort of, it's making my luscious locks flow.
Near the point on which this marking was on the map, there was a cave. A cave that was blowing warm, smelly air through its tendrils towards my nostrils and down into my lungs, making me recoil with disgust at the smell of, well, to be honest, it sort of smelled like rotting flesh and bones. And we were about to find out why in a dangerous encounter.
Once again, we're showing Absolutely ginormous.
Oh!
Ugh, only once before had we ever felt like this. It's surely the works of an evil witch. This is a potion of evil ingredients. Josh loaded his crossbow and took aim at the foul wench. Surrounding her was a slew of dangerous monsters, skeletons, zombies, and creepers alike. Of course, though, Josh and I were able to handle ourselves because we had the high ground, Anakin. As the witch fell to the ground, a potion slipped out of her bag. I promptly picked it up and stashed it away in hopes to figure out how it works. And that's when we saw it across the chasm, a stone brick temple entrance.
I mean, we've swung further before.
Oh, I don't know if you'll make it there. Ow!
We didn't have much of a choice. We were under attack yet again and we had to swing across.
Whoa, hey Josh.
And somehow Josh and I both managed to escape injury, which was...
Ow.
maybe not. I did roll my ankle pretty bad just there.
That's how it works.
Oh wow.
Keep going down. Now it was towards the ocean, and I've got a hunch that the ocean is that way.
I think you're right.
We figured the stench coming from deep inside the cave was exactly where we needed to go. We followed our noses deeper and deeper until inevitably we were met with, well, more caves. I wasn't surprised. However, the stench was getting stronger. We were getting closer and we started to hear the sound of rattling bones in the distance, echoing through the caves, until we stumbled across this. A large room with chiseled stone walls lined with bones. Big bones.
This!
Hang on, knock on. This is made of bone.
Do you see? Yeah, do you see
It's
the gaping maw?
shaped into a oh, careful.
This lone skeletal archer was just a sign of what was to come. This is what the smell was coming from, and inside that gaping maw, this is the underground bastion. This bastion seemed to hold plenty of secrets. How did all of these skeletons get here? What are they guarding, and why are they all wearing hats? I still don't know, but we cautiously entered the ruins.
Oh, watch your step.
Just.
Look, it goes above and below.
Behind us! Watch out!
He's onto you, Josh!
Go!
Well done.
This sudden dangerous encounter showed us the true span of this underground bastion. Not only is it big, it is deep. Dangerously deep. One wrong move and we would join the skeleton army down below.
Oh, there's a way down here.
I lead the way.
Alright.
I'll bring up the rear.
Oh,
I regret my positioning.
that's not my problem.
We made our way deeper, hoping that we would see some sort of treasure. Maybe something that we could get our money back. We made our way to another vantage point where we could see down into the
I don't really
depths.
see much of a structure around. It's all just...
It's this side.
Look at them all down there. In the water, there's tens.
Swarming.
With tens of skeletons down there, we came to the conclusion that there must be some treasure. There must be treasure down at the bottom of this bastion. How many times am I going to say bastion in this video? Regardless, sure enough, as we got further down this crypt. Let's call it a crypt now. Sure enough, as we got further down this crypt, closer to the bottom, we saw the treasure. There was treasure after all. There's a box surrounded by some mysterious glowing red blocks. We used our handy grappling hooks to lower ourselves down to an edge where there was a stairway leading down, and this is where we found another box of treasure. This filled us with confidence, as surely we were going to make our money back by selling these riches to whoever we could find back home.
Gross.
Oh, it's a bit sticky, the content. Okay,
Look, I stuffed the slime into my pocket. Maybe it would be useful to someone. Let's just hope that the treasure at the bottom of the crypt will be more valuable than this. Which I'm sure it will be. It has to be, right? Foe after foe, we made our way down to the bridge, which was overlooking the skeletal death pit.
wow, there's so many skeletons down here, Josh.
It's kind of scary.
I actually... If they all start shooting at us...
Yeah, I'll cover the left, you cover the right.
Oh boy.
Cover the right, cover my back.
Covering each other's backs, we were making our way across this bridge. It was the only way down to the water level, and therefore to the treasure.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
Is there a box here? Ow! Behind. Ow!
I didn't know that Josh meant the other behind. Miscommunication. But it's fine. Josh knows how to sweet handle his sword, and he swiftly pushed the skeleton off the bridge. I suddenly remembered all of my learnings when I was younger about angles. If I was closer to the ground, the skeletons wouldn't be able to shoot me because they couldn't see me.
Oh my!
Army crawling our way across this bridge, Josh happened to look down and it was alarming. These skeletons seemed to have lost all semblance of humanity. They were shooting themselves when they weren't shooting us, brawling in the water. We promptly moved across the other side of the bridge and used our grappling hooks to squeeze through this narrow hole and down the last stair set. This was it. Josh and I were on the front lines, water level with these bloodthirsty skeletons. I thought perhaps they were jealous. Maybe they wanted my blood because they don't have any of their own, but why are they then attacking Josh? I tried to direct some of the skeletons' attention onto myself so that Josh had a moment to slip past and grab the chest, shooting my arrows and slashing my sword, shooting my arrows and slashing my sword, shooting my arrows and slashing my sword, I watched Josh as he jumped across, hop, skip, and a jump towards the chest. He picked it up and brought it back, peppered in arrows.
Wow, Josh, you are covered in arrows.
Covered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look,
That must have been heavy.
it was. That's kind of why I'm covered.
Ow.
Just as we had hoped, the treasure in this chest was far more valuable than the one up higher. Armor made from diamonds, something we'd only read about in books.
I feel
Look at
powerful.
you.
Wow. I think that's all of the treasure that this place has to offer. At least it's all of the treasure that I'm willing to.
As I was sitting here watching the recording and editing it, I thought I was going to say something towards the end there, but I sort of just trailed off and then started heading back up. I guess it's a mystery. Perhaps I was about to say the answer to life, or maybe I was going to perform some amazing yodeling. But Josh got the hint and we started making our way back towards the entrance, back towards the cave, and eventually back home to the Spruce Hamlet. We were both pretty battered and bruised after this 2-day journey into this hell of a bastion, but we were ready to head home and sell these riches as we had no use for them yet. Josh and I are men of smart economy and are working on doubling our money and possibly starting a multi-level marketing business, maybe even a pyramid scheme later down the path. After all, even some of the inhabitants of the Spruce Hamlet are driving a pretty hard bargain when it comes to basic trading. This is all further down the line, however. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and Josh and I are going to make our way back home. While we're making our way back home, however, this happened.